Hi, Facebook, or I should say, good evening, Rediscover Me community. How are you, ladies and ladies, not gentlemen, ladies? How is everyone doing this evening? Hey, Jessica! I see you guys have had a fabulous weekend. Gosh, miss talking to you, ladies. So, I'm going to be doing little sporadical videos, 5 to 10 minute sessions, because so I'm jumping on here tonight just to give a little recap. And so I'm Juanita McDonald, and this is the Rediscover Me community. And Rediscover Me is designed for women, and our primary focus is to inspire women to rediscover the me that she wants to be. And we stand on the 3 pillars of lost identity plus lost self-esteem equals lost purpose and direction. And so, ladies, as I titled this video, I titled it, Why the Secrecy? Why the secrecy? And I know you're probably like, what in the world is Juanita talking about? What type of secrecy? Well, for those of you who have never taken my workshop, and this is for those that are watching presently and those that will rewatch the video later on, Rediscover Me goes through and take women on an experience. Our workshop, our presentation is designed to do the biggest thing that I always talk about, deal with the mind, and it's called mental allegory. Mental is the disorder of the mind. Allegory is the illusion, the fears, the mental blockages, the things that you feel like you cannot do, this places you feel like you cannot go, everything that comes up against you in life, whether it be through relationship, whether it be through personal development or employment, life as a woman, period. And so we have built this community. We built this community based off of that one word. And the biggest part of mental allegory is fear, and it captures everything all the way across the board. Well, when I complete my workshops, I always come back and I sit down and I watch I read these evaluations right here. And, when I go through them and I analyze what everybody say, and I analyze how what they perceive of me, what they perceive of the organizations. And so the biggest thing that I get from every workshop is why this, because number one, women never know what they're walking into. It's hard to sell Rediscover Me because I do it in a manner that keep you in the blind. That's intentional. I do it in a manner that keep you in the blind intentionally. And the reason for that being is, if I tell you what's going to happen, you prepare for it. If I tell you what's going to happen, you prepare for it. And that's what we as women do. If you give us a task or a duty, we prepare. If we have to speak, we're going to research. If we need to create a home for somebody, we go all out and we present the best platform that our guests are going to walk into. Your home, your job, your children. We go through that format of trying to perfect life. Am I correct? And so that's the reason why I barely tell everyone what they're walking into. You'll get a title. Like this particular workshop this past weekend was a seat at the table. Now, normally a seat at the table, there's a book by Sheryl Sandberg. Most people have grasped a seat at the table like book authors and so on. But for me, a seat at the table is women dealing with your identity, taking a seat and really looking at that self, that heart, that person, and asking the hard questions. Who are you? If you were not the mom, if you were not the person on that job, whatever title you hold, if you were not the wife, if life took everything away from you, who would you be? And that is a part that we, at some point in our life, is going to cross up. That question has to be answered. It's either going to be answered at a young stage or it's going to be answered at an older stage. But somewhere in life, you're going to have to answer that question. And so we at Rediscover Me created the workshop that will cause you and myself to have to answer that question. And so as we go through exercises, those exercises will, you play games. And the whole entire time you are playing games, your mind is being transformed, because I do get, even though I talk about a lot of things, your aha moment comes when I block you from talking about certain people, when I block you and force you to learn how to talk about yourself, when I block you and force you to see from a different perspective than what you normally. Just as an example, whatever your daily duty is, you can talk about it, you can perfect it, you can present it as a 10-second elevator pitch. But if you have to do that and say who you are, you cannot do it. I could not do it. And I had to write about it. So that's why the secrecy. That's why we are hesitant on giving full disclosure, hesitant on helping you to know what you're about to walk in so you can put your mask on, hesitant about helping you to camouflage the inner me. And so the one thing I would say that I shared in the What's Up Wiregrass community, this particular young lady by the name of Janice, when she came into the workshop, she had that, that look. Like, she, was like, what in the world have I got myself into? And she sat there, and see, I'm the type of person, I generally stand behind the scenes, and even though I'm talking to people, I'm observing my surroundings, or I stand up and I just watch everyone as they are coming in, and I watch that facial expression. And so as women are coming into the workshop, they generally have that questionable look on their face, on the forehead. And so when I take them through the first exercise, then they sort of liven up a little bit. But then by the time we get to that second exercise, it's like, what, the aha factor is coming through. So basically, the young lady, Miss Janice, had the question on her face from the first exercise. She still had that question on her face. But by the time we got to that third exercise, Miss Janice was laughing. She was excited. We were just carrying on conversations like we had been sisters forever. And so that's the aha that we look for. That's what we, because after, and I have yet, and today has been a day that I have been answering emails, returning direct messages, and contacting people that have reached out to me. So today has been that day that I have had to do a ton of writing and typing and emailing people. But as I told the ladies in the workshop, I expect it. That is the pattern, and it is okay. But what I notice is that when I look at my evaluations, when I break these evaluations down, the ladies automatically give me an excellent. I think in the beginning, I might have gotten a few, very few, maybe up to 3 or 5, 3 to 5, that I can say that I have gotten good. But because the fact that the exercises have been so well thought out, we've practiced them over and over, and we just about know the aha moments that individuals are going to receive. And so with that being said, that is the biggest factor for the secrecy with Rediscover Me. We want everyone to come in and have an experience. We want you to be moved to think about your life and think about making core changes for self, and not for anybody else, but for self, because when you satisfy self, you satisfy everybody else. So the key factor to Rediscover Me is to help you and I to rediscover the me that we want to be. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening. Hey guys, if you have any questions, I look forward to talking with you about them. We are rolling out some unique things that are going to be happening. Presently we still have our sessions on Thursday and Saturday night. We have a great topic coming up for this Thursday night, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. I guess I should throw this out. The past 2 weeks, I have not been on social media. My team has been working social media for me, and so a lot of people didn't get a lot of messages as I like to do it. I personally like to have that personal touch, and so you'll be getting a lot of feedback from me. But I'm also going to outline what our new changes are going to be. We're going to be looking for more support and sponsorships, so that way we can reach out to all types of women, no matter what the situation is with them. And we're hoping that this platform is going to provide that. We're also going to be offering free certain consultations, unlimited consultations for individuals that want to have do video chats and talk, about personal. It'll be based off of unlimited, depending on your sponsorship. But you'll have access to to myself, to our training sessions, and we'll set some things up. Share this video. I encourage you to share the video, share what we're going to be doing, and so we have a lot of irons in the fire, and we are preparing to work for next year. And Jessica, I do need to talk to you, so I'm going to message you my phone number, and you call me when you get an opportunity. But I need to talk to you, and I need to talk to Angela for something I'm working on, and we'll go from there. But I wanted to take a few minutes just to plug that in, to talk to you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday night. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and post up what Thursday night session is going to be. All right. Have a good night. Kiss Summer and Sarah for me. Tell your mom I say hi. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Love you guys.